Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video I'll be giving my review for Where Are You Christmas? This is the Saturday Hallmark Christmas movie as we continue into the Christmas Hallmark season. This one is after Addie wishes for a year without Christmas, she wakes up in a black and white world and works with a town mechanic to restore Christmas. This one I thought from the preview looked interesting. I was very afraid if they would make sense of why it was black and white. So those were just some of my concerns. But this starred Lindsay Fonseca, I don't know how you say her last name, and Michael Rady as Addie and Hunter. So Addie is this workaholic, and she just doesn't make time much for family, doesn't make time much for anybody really. She's so focused on her job and becoming better and better and improving and all of this that she's rushing everything, and everybody, like they say in the movie, it's like everybody can't keep up because she's going so fast and pacing so fast through life. She goes home for Christmas because her brother is going to propose, and so he asks her to come home, and she agrees to, even though she was going to go on this other trip and not actually go home for Christmas. Excuse me. So she gets there, and she is still trying to do her work on her phone, not really focused on the family. They send her out for this to get lists, because this list to get stuff because they need it for Christmas, more Christmas decorations, more stuff like that. And her car hasn't been serviced in a while, and because of her being so busy, or making her life so busy. And so she takes it to the mechanic because it's making noises and stuff. And he's like, saying that she definitely needs to get it fixed soon, but she can still drive it for now. So she continues to drive it. She's driving down the road, and her car starts acting up a little bit. When she ends up looking down on the floorboard and sees that the mechanic had left his ring. Hunter, right? Yeah, Hunter had dropped his ring in her car. And then when she looks up, she hits a patch of black ice and runs into a tree. Hunter finds her, and by this point, everything has turned black and white. And the reason is because everything is now black and white. It's because she had this Santa app thing on her come up on her phone, and it said that talking about making a Christmas wish, and she wishes that basically like that Christmas didn't exist. So once Hunter gets her out of the car, he takes her to the hospital because she faints, and he wants to take her to the hospital or the doctors because she fainted, but she don't want to go to the doctor. She says just to take her home, and nobody can remember Christmas. They think except for her, they think she's crazy. Don't know what she's talking about. They think the head injury has caused some problems. So she has to restore the Christmas spirit and fix herself in the process. I love this one. This one was amazing. I love the feel for this. The cinematography was nice. The Christmas feel was just oozing from this one because she had to restore the Christmas spirit in everyone. They really focused on Christmas in this. The reason for it being black and white made complete sense. The town was basically this Christmas joyful place, and when she wished Christmas away, it made it very bleak. It made everybody complete opposites of themselves, and once she would restore the Christmas spirit like she did with Hunter by giving him his grandfather's ring back that he had lost in the car, basically that's when they go back to being in color. And everything that that is connected with them, is the word I'm looking for, goes back to being in color. So she gets Hunter back to being in color and remembering the Christmas spirit. She gets a friend of hers from in town that's a teacher to remember the Christmas spirit, and she enlists her to help get other people involved, or help get other people to remember. And so, sooner or later you get this rift in the town, which I thought was a nice touch, where the people that are black and white are finding the people in color to be just weird, crazy, and I thought that was a very good touch, because that would make sense in a situation like this. That would be something that would actually happen. And then I love the fact that they kept the love interest, the romance secondary. To me, it worked. To me, there was enough building there because he helped her a lot throughout this whole process, and they got to fall for each other, to me, in just a perfectly fine way, especially for it being a secondary romance. And they focused, obviously, they focused more on the spirit of Christmas. They focused more on people remembering, and her improving herself. And I loved how they left her for the very end. She tried to give Hunter a kiss, and it didn't work because she didn't do it with the true means of loving him or wanting to be with him. She did it solely for the purpose of getting back to color, so her world could go back to the way it was, and she could go back to her normal life. And that wasn't the point of her being in black and white. The reason she was supposed to be in black and white was because she needed to learn how to slow down, how to spend more time with people, how to not focus on work so much, come back home for the holidays, love somebody. And once she realized that's what she needed to do, that's when she re-kissed him for the right reasons this time, and it brought her back to color, and everything went back to normal, and except for the fact that she now understands that she needed to slow down, especially during the holidays, and spend time with family and focus more on family and friends, and not always being in such a rush and trying to bypass life. I love that. I love the message in this. Like I said, I love the way they set up the secondary romance, and it wasn't a complete focus and lost focus on everything else. Because if we lost focus on the message in the movie, that would have been a big downfall. My only negative, this is it. I love the acting and the cinematography, the Christmas, the message, everything. I loved it all. The only part I did not love was the very opening scene when she's talking to a crowd of people. That looked so bad. I don't know what happened. I don't know if they were just standing in front of green screens and the lighting just looked fake. The background was fake looking. Like, everything screamed bottom tier level movie production cinematography. It just was terrible. I don't know what happened. It lasted maybe 3 minutes, but I just don't understand how they let that slide, how that got by and got put in this movie. But once we got past that, because when I saw that opening, I thought, oh God, please don't let the whole movie be like this. But once we got past that, like I said, maybe 3-ish minute scene, everything was fine. It completely went back to a normal looking Hallmark movie. So I don't know what happened in that scene. So with that scene in there, I could not give it a 5-star rating as bad as I wanted to. So I went with a 4.5 out of 5. I think that this movie should have been perfect. It should have been perfect, but that one scene just screwed it up. But this is definitely something I would rewatch again. It's going to take a lot of 5-star movies this Christmas to not have this be in my top 10, maybe even 5 of the year. This one's one that I loved. I loved the message. I loved everything about it. But yeah, I gave it a 4.5 out of 5. So that is everything for my review for Where Are You Christmas. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell to be notified for our videos, and we will see you all in the next one.